we now officially kind of know, I guess, per Dave Meltzer, which take it for what it's worth because he's good friends with Tony Khan, so he might have just said this to throw people off. Page and Omega apparently offer All Out. I think that is a mistake, personally. I'm not saying it's the death of the feud. Could they go back to it and it could still be a big moment at Full Gear? Absolutely. I mean, it could be even bigger than it was at All Out. I just feel like he's so hot right now that he might not even be on the show at all, reportedly, which I think is even a bigger mistake. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, dude. A big reason why I bought tickets to All Out was to see Hangman Page win the World Championship and to see Hangman Page, period. If he's not even on the show, how do you not have your top babyface on one of your biggest shows of the year when you only do 4 pay-per-views a year? I think that's a massive mistake, personally.
Oh, I mean, if this might be the next wrestling hill I'll die on. I just...
Yeah.
I hate when people like, you just don't like long-term storytelling. They're going to keep... like just
Shut the fuck up.
It's hot now. Especially after they did what they did last night. I feel like they have, like... If they don't do it now, he just looks like a loser.
Yeah.
He just looks like...
yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, they're just building it up that he's a loser. Like, dude, it's hot now. The crowd are like literally throwing babies over this guy. Like, GSM wants to throw babies when he wins. And
exactly.
I think the longer you pull it out, that just, like, I think the issue is, I think with the AEW crowd, especially with Hangman, I feel like they could honestly wait 2 more years and they'd be like, still long-term storytelling. Like, he's one of those people that they just get away with it, but, like, if this was WWE, people would be crying, complaining that, like we are, they need to win this now or they're going to be ruined because eventually you'll just move on to the next thing. But these people, I think if he waited until 2024, they would still be excited and say it was long-term storytelling.
Well, the thing is, they would claim that. And I would say, yeah, if it was WWE, I would even be more pissed because they don't do long-term storytelling well because Vince McMahon changes his mind more than the fucking weather. I mean, he changes his mind every day. I mean, you look no further than Lex Luger. Remember they waited until WrestleMania? How well did that go for Luger when they put the championship on him? Oh, wait, they didn't because they changed their mind and they went with Bret Hart instead, which was the smarter choice, but he was white hot in the summer of 93. I'm not saying Adam Page is the next Lex Luger, but my fucking God, I mean, if the guy is as hot as he is ever going to be right now, maybe he's going to be as hot in 6 months, but literally what is gained from doing it 3 months from after All Out? Does it prolong Omega's reign? Cool, but who cares, though? It's not like he's going to break a record. I mean, I guess he might break Moxley's record, but, dude, I don't know. Just do it. I don't know. I just feel like All Out's the place to do it. To not have Page on the pay-per-view at all, I think is a mistake. People still trying to tell me, oh, but Punk and Bryan are going to overshadow him. You know, we've talked about this before, and here's the fucking solution. You already came up with the solution. You're going to have Punk debut on that Chicago show at Rampage. They will. I mean, there's not even a doubt in my mind. It's not even like, will they? They will. There's no way that they're doing that show, sold out that arena, and they don't have CM Punk there. They will throw babies from the top of the frickin' rafters if CM Punk does not show up at not the Allstate Arena, but the United Center in Chicago. Clearly he will be there. Clearly they're debuting him early because he's going to have a match at the pay-per-view. CM Punk versus whoever he's facing, unless it's for the title, which it absolutely should not be, and I don't think it would be anyway, is not headlining All Out. It shouldn't headline All Out. So then what do you do as the main event? Omega and Christian, who's now the number 1 contender? I tweeted this earlier. I love Christian. I think the run he's had so far in AEW has been great. I think he's had a lot of good matches. He's been booked as perfectly as he probably should be. But that's not the main event, dude. You know he's not going to win. That's why why do you think Omega, Pac, and Cassidy, it was a much better match than I thought it would be, to be honest with you. But why do you think they didn't close the show? Because everyone knew Omega was fucking winning. It wasn't even a question. We know Christian's not winning, so why would you have to go on last? I honestly think people might boo Christian because he's not Hangman Page and it puts him in a bad position. So I just really think it's a bad idea all around. I would do Cage and Omega on Rampage next week. They're not doing it on Dynamite, obviously, because I mean, maybe they'll do it at the Chicago Rampage because it's already sold out. I don't know. Maybe that's what they could do. Either way, dude, I really think they're making a big mistake by not doing Page and Omega now. Why even start the build and tease people and fucking blue ball them if they're not going to do the title change of the pay-per-view coming up in less than a month?
I honestly have no idea. I think it's, like you said, like, I'm agreeing with you. I think it's a huge mistake. The only thing that makes it a little bit different than the Luger is it's only technically be like
a couple of months,
2 months away, but still, it's like...
But anything can change at this point, though. Fans are more fickle than they were 25 years ago. As soon as Punk and Bryan comes in, it's Hangman who? Like, he will not be as hot because a lot of that fanfare is going to be going to those guys.
Yep.
AEW fans, they like to pretend they're all holier than thou. They're no different than any fan of WWE or any other company. They will fucking turn on people. I mean, people were shitting on Moxley after he won the fucking title, and people wanted him to. I mean, it's ridiculous. It happens with literally everybody. Everybody. It happened with McIntyre. It happened with Moxley. It's already happened with Omega, and for different reasons. I know, like, you don't like the Elite shit. I totally get that. But you weren't sitting here clamoring for an Omega title win, so it's a little different. I don't know, dude. Just put the fucking belt on him and get over with. I'm not even saying to do it next week, but like All Out is the place to do it. I know the Arthur Ashe Stadium show has more people in it. I may have brought this up to you last week, but I feel like it's not even Full Gear. I think they might do Christian Omega at All Out, which is a pay-per-view, and then do the title change with Paige and Omega in New York City, which isn't a terrible idea, and that might be why they're doing the feud now and not starting it up, because like to do a 3-week feud after All Out would be a joke, so they kind of have to do it a little bit now. I don't know. I don't even like, maybe I'm just biased because I'm going to be at All Out and I just want to see it live, but I don't know, I just feel like that's the place to do it personally. And also, especially with the COVID shit, imagine if we have All Out, but we don't have that Arthur Ashe Stadium show because the Delta. I mean, how fucking dumb would that be? I mean, that wouldn't be their fault, but still.
I mean, I
Could
think
you
we're just,
imagine?
at the end of the day, you need to do it at All Out. I don't, like, the thing is, maybe in their thought process, which, I mean, I don't think it's a good one, maybe their thought process is, we'll do him and Omega and Christian at All Out. Maybe, like you said, they will boo Christian, and then they can kind of turn him heel, and then do him and Jungle Boy, but I don't even think it's worth it at that point. Like you said, like, everyone's clamoring for that match, and they want that to happen, so why are you gonna like not do it? I just don't understand. I don't like it's a long-term storytelling. They're going to tell more stories about it. Like, no, do it now. It's hot. It's hot now. Do it. I don't know why. Like, I don't understand why people are like, well, no. Like, it's not even like Omega's doing anything of greatness right now. It's not like he has like all these great like feuds like lined up. It's like the Christian one, okay, but like if he's gonna feud with Bryan or Punk, he's gonna lose the belt, and then we're never gonna see Paige win the thing. Maybe in 2024, when you're still creaming your pants about it, he will, but at that point, who cares?
I don't know. I think they made a massive mistake, dude, by even pretending to build to Paige and Omega at All Out. I don't think they even should have even put that thought in people's heads, because it's like, it's giving them the idea that it's going to happen there, and then it doesn't. So then it's like, I don't care who comes after this. You know what I mean? It's like teasing a feud and then not doing it when you should, because it doesn't matter if it's Christian. It doesn't matter if it's honestly anyone else. For the most part, people will reject it, and they're not going to be positive towards the match because they know Omega's going to win. I mean, why delay it when the Christian match is not in doubt? Maybe Paige knocks off Christian to become the number one contender. Maybe that's what I would like to see on like Rampage or on Dynamite. But I don't think they're going in that direction. I just think they're not even.
I don't think they're going that direction.
No, they haven't even. Yeah, Cage and Paige haven't even crossed paths. So I don't know. I'm not a fan. I know it's the long-term storytelling shit, but I don't know, dude. I just feel like if the reaction is tamer than it should be, come Full Gear or whenever they do it, I blame the company. We don't know that for a fact. I'm just thinking, in my opinion, I think it's dumb to do now. Maybe I'll eat my words in 2 or 3 months. I just don't think that's a smart idea. But
I just think, he's hot now. Like, yeah, they can build him up again, but, like, they were teased. Like you said, it's not even like he's hot now and they're just not doing it. Like, he's hot now and they've, like, been building it up that they're going to feud it all out and he's going to win the belt. Then he's not going to be there, and then, they're going to build him up again or just give him a random title match? He's going to win it? I feel like all the cards on the deck, literally the top card on the deck is All Out, and they're just going to knock the castle down and rebuild it again. Like, and exactly. maybe they're not doing it because it's not going to be the main event. Maybe they'll do Punk and whoever. I mean, I don't really know who you do, but to me, it makes no sense. But
I don't know, but how many times can you knock him down a couple pegs? Because they did that when he lost to Brian Cage a couple months ago, and I thought that was okay. I defended that, but I don't know if I can defend this. Because the more he gets beat down, if there's not a payoff soon, he will look like a loser. If the payoff comes in 3 months, it's like, all right, but he's a loser, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you wait too long, people will just not care. It's like, all right, I'm already on to the next thing.
I think with their audience, I don't think they care. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why people are defending. It's like, oh, it's going to be like more creative storytelling. Like, no. Like, there's plenty of people that have lost a ton and they're still behind them. They don't like act like
No, I
best
agree.
friend,
I agree.
not their biggest fan, but they've lost so many times and never won anything, and people are still going crazy for them. And you can say the same thing about like Orange Cassidy. Like, he's not really he beat Jericho and it went absolutely nowhere, but he hasn't really won anything of points. People still cheer him and stuff. It just, I just think, he should have won it All Out. And if I bought tickets to go to All Out and that was the sole reason I was going and he wasn't there, I'd be fucking pissed.
Well, I know. Obviously, I mean, that's on me and other people for thinking that it would happen there because it wasn't actually like if they confirmed the match and then they changed it for non-injury related reasons or whatever. Then I think I would have more of a right to be pissed. They didn't actually confirm the match at all, and we're just assuming they would do it.
They just teased it for weeks. This basically say that's the thing going, and then pull the rug out.
Yeah, and then they said, "Hey, All Out sold out. All right, let's go in a different direction instead." Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh Jesus! Maybe we have to go to that Arthur Ashe show if he's wrestling.
Honestly, I might have to. We'll think about it. I'm not really sure. If they were to do it there and that's not sold out yet because it fits more people, I might have to buy tickets. I might have to have you drive from Massachusetts and I can drive us to New York City so we can go see it in person because I don't know if I can miss that, to be honest with you.
I don't know if I can miss that either, honestly.
Yeah, if it's in like Fiji or something, I won't go, but if it's in fucking New York and it's not that far from us, then I might consider making the trip. So we'll see. We'll discuss it as it comes along.